Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a Q&A, and I asked you guys to send me in some questions on Twitter a couple days ago. It was pretty late at night, but I got some pretty good questions that I'm going to answer. So yeah, I guess we'll just get into the video, and thank you guys for watching this video. Okay, so the first question is, what is your sex life like after twins? So first of all, it's really hard to find the time. But I mean, other than, you know, being able to do it less, I guess, it's pretty normal. But yeah, so I don't know how else to answer that question other than, you know, we don't really have time much anymore, but when we do, it's normal. You know, everything's the same as before. So the next question is, when do you and Chris want to have another baby? Not for a while, a few years, at least. You know, having our first pregnancy be twins, everything is a lot more difficult. You have a lot to learn that's all being thrown at you all at once, and not only are you having to learn it for one child, you have to learn it for two. And that makes every little stage that's already difficult, it makes it 10 times more difficult, and we're just definitely not ready yet. And we probably won't be for a while to have another baby and to do this all over again while still doing it with the twins. I want to make sure they're potty trained before, and I want to make sure, you know, they're not eating formula, they're not in diapers, because I couldn't imagine having to pay. I mean, we already spend almost $500 a month on formula alone for the babies. So I couldn't imagine adding one more kid to that. And I also couldn't imagine, you know, spending more on diapers and everything like that. So I definitely want to wait until they're out of that stage and are a little more independent and don't rely on me for every second of the day, if that makes sense. So definitely a couple years. The next question is, when are Chris and I going to get married? That kind of goes along with what I said in the previous question. We spend about $500 a month on formula. We also buy diapers, we buy clothes for the boys, we buy wipes, we buy baby food, we buy toys, we buy walkers and things like that. And with the amount we're spending currently on the boys and currently looking for a house, and with all of our expenses right now, we can't really afford to get married just yet. But we do, well, we are going to get married, just a little bit further in the future. And another question I get often is, well, why don't you guys just go get married at like the courthouse and just sign the papers? Well, we just want, we want a big special day, a big special ceremony. We want that to be, you know, our marriage. So we want that to be the beginning of our marriage, not to renew vows or anything like that. We just want that to be the start. We want the big thing. We want a big fairy tale. So yeah, that's why we're waiting. So the next question I got is, will you and Chris be going to college? Yes, I am enrolled in college currently. I am starting in about a month. I'm enrolled in the pre-nursing course. So that's what I'm doing, and then I'll obviously be going to nursing school. And Chris currently works in the plants as a pipe fitter, but he is starting welding school in a few weeks. So yes, both of us will be going to college. He's going to go about 2 days a week, and I'm going to go probably the full week. So yes, we're both going to college. The next question is, when are you and Chris going to be moving out? We are actually currently looking for a place right now. We have one that we really like, but there's kind of an issue with the landlord and his rental management company, and so we're finding it to be not super reliable. So we want to make sure whatever place we get is right for us and is reliable and everything like that. So, but yes, we are currently looking for a place, and we're hoping to move out within the next couple months. Okay. So the next question is, what would you do if one or both of your boys told you that they were gay? Okay, so like, as a lot of you guys know, I went to Pride and everything like that, and I am not against gays whatsoever. So if my kids were to tell me they were gay, I don't want them to tell me, you know, hey mom, I gotta tell you about something, you know, I don't want them to stress about it, I don't want them to freak out and, you know, make it some big thing. I just, you know, if they like boys and they find, you know, a boyfriend or anything like that, I want them to just bring him home to me and say, hey mom, this is my boyfriend, just like they would do if they brought home a girlfriend, if that makes sense. So I don't want it to be some big like coming out thing, because to me that just seems scary and stressful, and it seems like a bad thing, and I don't want it to seem like a bad thing if my kids are gay. I mean, like, you love who you love, and that's 100%, I'm 100% okay with that, and I'm going to support my kids no matter what they do, who they turn out to be, if they're gay, trans, bi, anything. I'm going to love my kids, and I'm going to support them and who they love and who they choose to be. So yeah, that's what I would do if my kids, you know, were gay. And so my last question that I have is, how do I handle people talking shit to me about my kids? It's weird because with this question coming up, it makes me think that people have other people genuinely talk bad about their children to them. And, you know, it's never really happened to me. You know, I've gotten some comments about me being a young mom and not knowing how to support my kids, which is not at all true. And, you know, honestly, most times I'll just ignore it, or I'll, you know, kind of say, hey, look, this isn't really your business, you know, but thank you for the input, whatever. But, you know, sometimes if I am, you know, feeling like saying something back, I will just kind of come back with, you know, facts, and I'll say, hey, look, you know, Chris and I, we support our kids fully, you know, we pay for everything for them. We are about to have our own place. The only reason we didn't before is not because we weren't financially stable, it's because any person, you know, who's having twins or multiples or even one baby is gonna need some help. And I didn't, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And I didn't really know what I was doing. And we wanted to stay with his mom for a while to make sure we had the help there if we needed it, because the first few weeks were so rough. But yeah, no, I mean, we financially support ourselves and our kids all by ourselves. We pay for our own vehicles. We're about to pay for our own house, you know. So, and you know, we're good parents. We are the ones who take care of our kids. I mean, we don't send our kids to daycare, which not that that's a bad thing, because I'm eventually going to have someone watch my kids, you know, when I am a nurse, and, you know, but I mean, I fully support my kids, and he fully supports our kids, and we take care of our kids, and we are a family. So that's kind of what I will come back at them with, not, you know, anything necessarily rude and snarky, and I won't, you know, take shots at them. I won't, you know, be rude to them back. I will just kind of say, hey, it's not your business, or hey, yes, I do support my kids, and, you know, which, I mean, I just don't really feel the need to explain myself to people, because, I mean, you know, even if I didn't financially support my kids, or if I left my kids with a babysitter all day long, it doesn't make it anyone else's problem but mine and Chris's and the boys. And so I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah, I just really think that people that say things like that don't understand what is their business and what isn't. And so I'll just kind of let them know, hey, this is my business. But yeah, so that's all the questions I have for So that's all the questions I have for this video, but I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys got to learn a little bit more about me and Chris and our little family. And thank you guys for sending in all the questions, and thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next video. Bye guys.